But sir, surely during this Sensex rally, there have been undervalued sectors. I mean, look at energy for that matter. Tremendous amount of pressure. If you look at the Reliance pack, whether it's RADG or whether it's Reliance Industries, they don't seem to have participated in the rally. So these are the undervalued sectors you think that will have to now give the next push to this Sensex?
This will happen once they get their approvals, once implementation starts. There is no point of getting permission to build a 4,000 megawatt plant, ultra mega power plant. There is no point getting a financial closure for that 20,000 crore project unless construction begins. So tying up the loose ends, inter-ministerial issues, state and center issues, regulatory issues,
right, sir.
These are huge issues in India, and because of the multiplicity of organizations, and you need to get number of approvals from different sectors. Ministry of Environment also takes some time to get their approvals. So I think in many power sectors the projects have been delayed considerably by 6 months, year, 2 years also. Land acquisition is a major issue.
Yes, let's talk about that Kane Vedanta deal. What do you make out of the entire controversy? First, on the Vedanta side, the fact that this entire Niyamgiri project hasn't quite taken off.
No, I think land. We have a very old Land Acquisition Act of 1894 or something like that.
Right.
There is an amendment to Land Acquisition Act bill. There's a bill pending in Parliament, which we understand is going to be discussed and hopefully passed in the coming sessions, which will make acquisition of land easier, but which recognizes that everyone has to pay market-related prices to acquire land.
Specifically on Kane Vedanta, do you have a view on why a regulatory issue would actually hold up something over energy security issues? Vedanta, based out of UK, participating in the India energy story?
No, I think it's a company takeover. Company takeover happens all the time, all over the world. Yeah. I think it's one existing promoter wanting to exit and a new promoter wanting to enter. I think we are making too much of it.
But at some point we do have to take care of that mining issue, right? Because we seem to be borrowing, buying in Australia and Indonesia, South America, Africa. Someday we have to start utilizing our resources. The whole world has done it in an organized fashion. Why shouldn't we?
No, I think mining issue, we've left it far too long. It's become far more complex today because states that have mineral resources are supposed to be wealthy states, but they're not wealthy states. They are the poorer states. They are the weaker states. They are the states where economic development has not happened. And I think even the royalties that we pay to these states for using the mineral resources is something which was decided independence time. And we need to relook at the mining policy. I don't know whether, I think we have neglected this policy too long. But the coal ministry's decision to go an IPO with Coal India is one of the best decisions.
Right.
Because there will be so much public pressure as shareholders once they are listed. And they are coming into the market next month for a fair amount, fairly large size of 10% issue. I think 15,000 crores or something to that effect. So there will be necessarily much more responsibility and accountability on the people who run Coal India. Where is the growth coming from? What are the mines you have? What have you given out? What have you leased? What are the pricing?
So if Coal India is really the wild card for now, a $3 billion issue, then you think the IPO boom is here to stay?
No, I think there are a large number of IPOs which are being bunched to the latter part of this financial year.
Right.
And you will see, I think government disinvestment numbers are around 40,000 crores. I don't think we've seen much of it yet. But it's going to happen in the next 6 months. But with global liquidity, with interest in Indian market, with huge amount of optimism that the foreign investors have on India's growth prospects, I think we are on a good wicket. But we should not let anything derail us. We should accelerate it, what we've got now, and ensure that we keep increasing our GDP growth and get to the magical double-digit number.
HDFC, star of the Sensex and star of the market. What's driving growth?
The growth is driving the growth because of shortages in housing are such large.
Right.
Urban areas, more supply is coming now. If loan facilities are available and supply earlier, 20 years ago, 30 years ago, funding was not available. Then supply was not available. Today you have supply and funding. And today you have much better improved affordability. Both the members of family work together. A huge amount of support from parents and in-laws when you buy a house. So the loan to value at origination in India is one of the lowest in the world. It is only about 60%. So 40% of the 40 to 45% of the contribution value of the house is paid for by the people buying the house, because they get support from the parents. There's some savings you can draw from your provident fund. I think banking also has a long way to go, because there are a large number of areas which are unbanked. There are a large number of financial inclusion is the new buzzword. And there are various committees which we all sit on, trying to see how can access be given to more people living in rural India to banking facilities.